Okay, I think that's good. All right. Hello, guys. I just wanted to do something stupid for the freaking screen grab. I'm just putting my skincare on right now, guys. But the past couple of days, I've had some people, trolls, if you will. I think maybe they like to be called that. I don't know. But I have had some people kind of, you know, coming at me or whatever after, from a video that I posted like over a month ago, by the way. So they're like clearly here all the time and they have nothing better to do except for watch my stuff and talk crap to me, which is totally fine. You know, like I say a prayer to them. The one girl, I actually got one of the bullies last night to apologize to me. It was very nice and it made me very happy. But she kind of like came at me on my video that I posted on Instagram. What am I looking for? I'm the worst. I have ADHD and I can't like do multiple things and talk. But this girl was kind of coming after me yesterday on my video that I posted on Instagram, kind of showing like my before and afters from like, before my tummy tuck, after my tummy tuck, and then, my weight loss now since I started at like 210 and I'm now 167. And these people came on my video and they were like, that's all, you know, lipo and a tummy tuck. That's how she lost all that weight, you know? And, you know, clearly in the videos, you can see my before picture. I have a giant tummy tuck scar. But that's not good enough for them because they just have to come after me. You know what I mean? So, I just wanted to kind of come on here and hopefully maybe like inspire people, I guess, but also let a lot of people know that they're definitely not alone in so many aspects of their life. I don't know if I can see comments. Is anybody commenting that I can't see? Because I can't see any comments, guys. So I might not be able to see any comments during this live. I don't know. But so, if I can't see your comments, guys, I'm really super sorry. I don't know why that's happening. Maybe I'll start over and try again. Cause I'm gonna be like doing my skincare and then I'm gonna do my makeup really quick and I'm just gonna like talk to you guys while I see the floating emojis. And I'm just gonna kind of talk to you guys. Oh, there we go. Hi, Marlo. How are you, baby? All right, cool. So, and feel free, guys, to share this video if you know that there's someone out there who might need to know something. Hi, Linda. Hi, Teresa. About, you know, binge eating, because I'm going to be talking about that a lot. There's so many things that people who troll you simply don't know about you. People who are mean to you guys, like on the internet, or mean to you guys in general, like there's so much stuff that they don't know about you. They think that because they watch you on the internet, that they know exactly who you are, they know exactly what you're about, they know exactly how you parent your children. Just because I act like a psychotic, crazy person on the internet doesn't mean that I act like that at home and that's how I mother my children. You know what I mean? Like, there are TV personalities out there, guys, like who act crazy because that's their TV personality. Am I a crazy outgoing person who, you know, acts a little wild sometimes? Yeah, but there's a time and a place. And for me, the time and the place is when I am, you know, hanging out with my friends or whatever. And when I'm on the internet and I'm here trying to entertain people and put on a good show, you know, so just a daily reminder, you guys, like I have people that come after me every single day and they say, I'm so sorry for, you know, the way that you are and for your poor, poor children who have to grow up with you as their mother. Because like people literally say this to me, guys. You can go to a lot of my video, like my video on Instagram that I posted where I show my before of, you know, my, before my tummy tuck, after my tummy tuck, and where I talk about the ketones or whatever, guys. But you can see it, like it happens every single day. There's like also a, like a thread on Reddit about me. And I don't ever look at it anymore. I haven't looked at it in like probably, I don't even know, 3 or 4 months now, because out of sight, out of mind for me. And it's just not worth my time or my energy. You know what I mean? But there's literally like 3,000 people in there and all they do. Hi babies, how are you guys? And all they do, guys, is they watch my stories, they watch my lives, literally every live that I do, and they even have like Frisky Friday, where they literally all just get together and they discuss everything that they hate about me. So, but like I said, I haven't been there in a few months, so maybe they don't do that anymore, but I don't know why they would ever stop. You know what I mean? That's just the kind of people that they are, and that's just what they do. I'm sure that they're probably watching this video right now, so if we all want to just say hello to them, let's just give them a big hello and say a little prayer for these people, guys, because they talk about how they're so sorry for my kids, who have to, you know, grow up with me as their mom. But at least I pay attention to my kids, and I don't literally live my life to watch someone else and bash them all day long. So anyways, I just wanted to come on here and I wanted to remind you guys, like, if there's anybody out there who thinks that they know you, or they think that, you know, they know who you are, they know how you parent, they know what's going on in your brain, they know, you know, where your heart is, they know anything about you at all, just know in your heart that you are who you are, that you have a good heart, that you are a good person. One of the girls that was on my video last night commenting, I kind of just said to her, like, I'm really sorry that you feel that way about me, and I'm really sorry that, you know, the way that you feel about me has forced you to, not forced you, but has, you know, made you want to say these things to me and act like this. And I said, I know that you're probably a really good person inside who's having a very bad moment right now. And after that, she actually commented again and said, I'm so sorry. Like, I hate bullies with a passion, and I've just been a terrible one, and I'm just so sorry. I hope you can forgive me. And I was like, you're forgiven, sister. Like, I hope that whatever you've got going on in your life gets better, you know? And, so anyways, guys, I always really try to, like, kill people with kindness, and you really should too. Like, there's enough negativity in the world, and there's enough, you know, awful stuff going on. I don't think that just because someone is mean to you or someone is being nasty to you, that you should really contribute to that negative vibration in the world. You know what I mean? So, I just really wanted to say that as well. But I also want to touch on, you know, kind of like where I started and, you know, where I have come to be right now. I have struggled my entire life, guys. To hear someone say, like, you know how people have triggers? To hear somebody say and to see somebody say, guys, on the internet, after I've worked like super, super hard, and I have struggled with self-control, and I have struggled with eating disorders, and I have struggled, you know, with so many things my entire life. Like, literally, I have struggled my entire life, guys, with binge eating. I've never, you know, been like anorexic or bulimic or anything like that, but I have always been a binge eater. I eat my emotions. I punish myself when I'm angry at myself. Sorry about the weird camera angle. But like, I punish myself, guys, with food. This is like really hard for me to talk about. I don't really ever talk about this that much. Yeah, so I have always like really punished myself with food. I've always been an overeater. When I was in an unhappy marriage, I overate all the time because I didn't want my husband at the time to find me attractive, because I didn't want to, I don't know. I don't really know what I was doing there, but that was also another time where I gained a whole bunch of weight, guys. And then I lost it all really fast by, again, drinking ketones. I lost 50 pounds, and I was drinking ketones, and I was eating lazy keto, and I was going to the gym, guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much, guys. This is really hard for me to talk about. So, you know, I have always, and I don't know if there's anyone out there that can relate to this or whatever, guys, but it's definitely, it's a real thing. It's a real thing, and it's a real freaking struggle. And it is totally something that so many people struggle with, but don't talk about, because I feel like overeating and binge eating is oftentimes like not really referred to or thought of as an eating disorder, but it totally is. If you look at it from like, hi guys, if you look at it from like a mental perspective, like, and you think about why are those people doing that? Like, what's going on in their mind? It's like an addiction, guys. Like, it really is an addiction, you know, like you just eat and you eat and you eat. And then like you see something in front of you and you like can't stop. You cannot stop eating. Like you literally like, you don't want to waste anything. I mean, that was an issue for me as well, because like I used to be really, really financially unstable, like on all the welfare that you can imagine. And so I never wanted to like waste any food because like I could barely afford it. You know what I mean? So even if I wasn't like hungry anymore, I would still keep eating it. So I've always sort of like mentally struggled with like money has always been a mental struggle for me, and food. Okay. I always eat my feelings, always. I always have. But I will say that I have been, and I'm gonna kind of like pat myself on the back and pride myself. I've always been a self-sabotager. Relationships, guys. And that's another thing. Like, people always talk about like my relationships. Like, these people talk about my relationships and, oh, you know, she's had so many men in her life and, you know, she's brought her kids around all these men. No, I haven't, number one. I have had a lot of men in my life though. And that's because I was brutally beaten as a child. And, I literally have never had a stable relationship with a man in my life, ever. So I always sabotage my relationships, always. And I'm trying very hard not to sabotage my current one. You know what I mean? Every day it's a struggle, every day. And so that's just another thing, is like, these people don't know anything about you. They think that they do, and they try so hard to get everyone else to think these things about you because they hate you so much for whatever reason that they do. And they want everyone else to feel the same way that they do. Okay. So just try really hard not to let it like bother you or get to you, guys. And just remember that these people like are really struggling with something inside, just like you might be, you know? So I always try to see that, like, whenever my daughter comes home and she's like, Mom, there's this girl at school that I really hate and I can't stand her because she's so mean and she always makes fun of me and she does this, that, and the other thing. And I always say, Kaya, like, or, you know, Kennedy too, I'll be like, you guys, like, you don't understand, like, these people, these kids probably struggle really bad with something at home, and maybe they see their parents being mean to each other. I love you guys too. Thank you so much. But maybe they see, you know, their parents being mean to each other, and they see this hate and this anger at home, and they think that that's normal. They don't know that they're being mean to you. They don't know, or maybe they do know that they're being mean to you, but they don't know how to be any other way because they're hurting so bad inside, you know? Hi guys. So I try to like teach that to my kids, guys. And I try to teach them really always to like befriend people, who are mean to them, because those people are probably really struggling. Like Kennedy came home one day and she was like, Mom, there's this really weird new kid at school and, you know, he doesn't really talk to anyone and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, Kennedy, like, if he doesn't talk to anyone and he doesn't have any friends, then you need to be his friend. You need to be his friend. And I was so proud of her. And I explained it to her, like, why she needs to be his friend. You know, maybe she needs to just reach out, ask him if he's okay, ask him how he's doing or whatever. And these are the things we really need to teach our kids, you guys. Like, we really got to do better at teaching our kids this. And I'm not saying that you guys don't do that, but I'm just saying as like as sort of like something that I've had experience with here, like, you know, this is definitely something that we have to teach our kids, guys, because, you know, otherwise our kids are going to grow up and they're just going to have this strange sort of like jaded, view of the world and of humans in general, you know? And so I said, Kennedy, like, you know, you need to befriend him. You need to be his friend and, you know, reach out to him and sort of like be that person for him. Maybe he's nervous. Maybe he's scared. Maybe he struggles at home. And so she did. And I was so proud of her because she actually came home we went to her conferences the other day. And, she literally, like, her teacher, her science teacher, who, Kennedy, like, shares a class with this boy in, she asked Kai to leave the room and she said, hey, I want to talk to your mom and Kennedy private. Can you, you know, go out in the hallway and do a puzzle or something? And she goes, do you and this kid, you know, do you like him? And Kennedy just started laughing. She was like, oh my gosh, no. And she was like, okay, because I've just noticed that you've really like taken, you know, you've taken like a liking to him and you guys are talking all the time. And, you know, I just wanted to, because you're too young to be thinking about that. And I just want to make sure, you know, that there's nothing going on there. And I explained to her like kind of like what I said to Kennedy about that. And I just had this like really, really proud moment where, I just was like so freaking I was just so proud of her. So I just wanted to say that because that was like a proud mom moment. But anyways, guys, like I have struggled for so freaking long with all of this stuff. And then finally one day I just said, you know what? Like I am ready to, after my last relationship, my like last serious relationship that I was in, I just was like, you know what? I am like super ready to just take back my life. I'm ready to take back my body. I'm ready to just like, I'm ready to change. And I just decided like, I'm ready to stop feeling bad about myself. I'm ready to stop feeling sorry for myself. No matter like how happy that someone might portray themselves, guys, on social media, that does not mean that they are happy every day, all day in real life. Like that does not mean that in any way, shape, or form. And I want you guys to always remember that, okay? Like just because someone doesn't seem to be struggling doesn't mean that they're not struggling. You know what I mean? Thank you so much, guys. So, you know, I just decided like enough was enough. I was intentionally again making myself, you know, overeat, and I was binge eating all the time because I couldn't stand my boyfriend that I was with, and that was like 1.5 years we were together or whatever. And I just couldn't stand him. He was like taking advantage of me and, you know, all this stuff, and I just felt awful. And I was like, oh God, another guy. Like in my mind, I thought like, I can't leave this guy too, because, you know, that's like another relationship that I'm going to have to end, and, you know, my kids, and I always have to like take all these things into consideration. But I, at the end of the day, decided, you know what, like life is too short. And if I'm not happy and, you know, this isn't a good relationship and it's not good for my kids to see me unhappy and to see me destroying my body, I need to make a change. I need to make a change. And so I did. I decided I'm going to start doing lazy keto again, and I'm going to start drinking ketones again. And I did, and I stuck with it. And I, you know, I had a lot of self-control. Obviously, like I did fall off. Hi Coco. I did fall off the bandwagon, guys. Obviously, like it's normal. It's a totally normal thing to do. Hang on one second. I have to like leave the video, guys, for a second. I have to come back. So it's going to freeze for a second, but I just have to text somebody back really quick. Hang on. Okay. Sorry about that. I just kind of like decided I was going to take my life back. Okay. And that is where it really all, like if you truly want to make a change, guys, in life, that right there is where it's going to begin, is when you decide, you truly decide, like anything that you want to change in life, guys, it starts with a literal freaking decision. Like it's always a decision that you have to make consciously, subconsciously, and you have to take it seriously, and enough finally has to be enough. Like enough has to be enough. And I decided I deserve to feel good about myself. I'm not getting any younger. And I am ready to feel good about myself. I'm ready to take my life back. And so I did. And I started to notice changes, guys, like literally within a week. I started drinking the ketones. I started to do the lazy keto, and I started to, you know, I started to really take it seriously, and I lost about 10 pounds that first week. And I think that that's a pretty common thing. And for me, if I was going to give you guys any piece of advice about, you know, doing keto, about drinking ketones and stuff like that, my biggest piece of advice is you've got to give it at least a week, because once you see that little bit of, those little tiny results, and you start to celebrate the small wins, guys, because that's what's important. Like we always want the final result, right away. Like we always want that to be instant. Hi, Aaron. We always want that to be super, super instant. And guys, like that's just not realistic. That's not how life works. And to me, it's almost better that it's not instant, because it's like, it teaches you so many things along the way. I've learned a lot of things about myself since losing all that weight. And I, you know, when I got my tummy tuck, I kind of really struggled mentally, because I was like, oh my gosh, like, I was like, I got a tummy tuck and I got this lipo. I literally lost 5 pounds after the surgery, guys. Like you don't lose weight from a tummy tuck and lipo. So if you're looking to get that done, you're not going to lose weight. You don't lose weight from that, guys. They cut off a piece of your skin. Okay. It's like 5 pounds that you lose. And it's mostly for like hanging over stomachs, which I had. So anyways, I was like, okay, so I mentally, for whatever reason, I was like, okay, I got this done and I can just eat whatever the hell I want now. Janet, if you Google lazy keto, and if you guys want to, this is by no means a sales sales pitch, guys. Okay. But I do, sell the ketones, like, as like a thing that I was just like, you know what, I'm drinking this stuff. I love it so much. I might as well just offer it to people. You know what I mean? Because I just feel like it's a secret that I don't want to keep to myself. Why would I keep that to myself? Why wouldn't I share it with people if it's clearly working for me? You know what I mean? And if I can make a little bit extra money and help support my family with it, then hell yes, right? Like there's no shame in that, right? So if you guys are interested in the ketones at all, you can definitely send me a message here and say keto and I'll explain everything to you, but there's no pressure in that whatsoever, okay? But it is something that has worked very well for me. It's given me so much great energy, better skin. My voice is like shaking because this is like a really hard thing for me to talk about, but I've genuinely like, I've had enough and I really feel like it's time to explain this to people. But you can message me and you can say keto and I will send you all the info that you guys need or want or whatever it is. I'll answer any questions that you guys have. But if you want to know about lazy keto, then, you know, just Google it. But the ketones, what they do, guys, is they actually put your body into ketosis. So it's a powder, it's pure therapeutic ketones, and they put your body into ketosis, which it kickstarts your body into burning all the fats for fuel. So all the fats get burned for energy, okay? Which is a freaking amazing thing, okay? And it's really hard to naturally put your body into ketosis, but it's a very, very healthy state for your body to be in, okay? So it makes really great changes to your body, and it's seriously like such an incredible thing. So anyways, after my tummy tuck and my lipo that I had, and I had lipo on my back, I had lipo on my entire back, and then I had lipo a little bit on my sides, which actually didn't do anything because I have those bulging hips now from being like sewn back together wrong, but that's okay. And you know, so I started binge eating like crazy again, and I gained all that weight, which you guys can see. Like if you look at my story here, I just posted a picture of me at my heaviest I've ever been in my entire life after my tummy tuck. It was like, I think like September, October, November, December, March. It was 4 months after my tummy tuck where I was the heaviest that I had ever been in my entire life. And I was like, okay, this is it. I'm done. I'm so fucking done looking at myself in the mirror and being disgusted and being angry and hurting. And I was just done. And I hit my breaking point. That was it for me. I was done. I wanted to feel good about myself. I wanted to feel good. I wanted to have energy. I wanted to not have a foggy freaking brain anymore from just stuffing my face with things that were terrible for me. I was done. And that was my breaking point. I hit my lowest low and I was done. And, so I started with the ketones, guys, again for the second time. The first time was after my first divorce, and it was working, and it was working, and it was working, and I decided I'm not stopping this time. I'm not stopping. I'm doing this for me. I deserve this. And that's another thing. You have to remind yourself that you deserve it, that you are worthy of that change, okay? That you can do it. And that you deserve to feel good. That's the number one thing that is so hard for people to remember, is that you do deserve to feel good. You do deserve to have that. You do deserve to feel those things. You do. And if I need to be, I will be the one to remind you of that. Okay. You do deserve those things, guys. Like, you deserve all the happiness in the world. All of it. Even the people that, you know, talk badly about me and everything, they deserve happiness too. And they're not happy because of the way that they talk about me. That's not a happy person. And I hope and pray that one day those people will find the happiness that they're looking for. Because right now they think it's trying to make, you know, some sort of mockery of me. And, you know, so I really hope that one day, truly in my heart, that they do find happiness that they're looking for. So here I am, guys. And, you know, I will say I have never been more confident, and it is important to me to be able to put on the clothes that I sell, you know, for my boutique. And it's important for me to be able to take pictures in them and to feel good and to show that confidence in my face and literally coming from my soul. It is so important for me to feel that. And I finally do. I remember when I first started my boutique, guys, I was like, looking for people all the time to take pictures in my clothes because I never felt good enough to put them on. I don't know how I sold any clothes because I feel like I looked like trash in them. I looked gross in my brain. And, you know, so it was very hard for me to be offering clothing and not feeling good about the way that I look and the clothing that I'm offering people. And I finally feel amazing in the clothing that I'm offering people. It was enough for me to feel good enough. I would have never pursued, I've always pursued men that I were, this is going to sound really bad, okay? But I've always pursued men who I felt were sort of like not the best looking, but like I could totally have sex with them if I was in a relationship with them or whatever. Because I never felt good enough about myself to pursue a sexy man. Okay. I love you too, Jessica. Thanks, baby. But I never felt good enough in my heart and, in my soul to pursue like a good looking, sexy, in shape man. It was always like, that guy's cute and chubby and, like he's balding or whatever, but I can deal with that, And for the first time ever, I finally felt confident enough to pursue a sexy man, a funny man, a man who has a great career. And that's huge for me. That's huge for me that I felt good enough within myself to pursue that. That's huge. And here I am, So I just wanted to come on here, guys, and I just wanted to tell you, like, whatever it is that you might be struggling with, if you're struggling currently or, whatever you have going on, there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is a way out. There are changes that you can make, and you deserve it. You deserve it. Whether it's, starting ketones or whatever, or, whether it's leaving a relationship that you just genuinely are so unhappy in that, you just feel like it'd be awful if you left that person because, what are they going to say? Or, what are my kids are my kids going to be devastated or whatever? Like, just keep open communication, guys, always. I talk to my kids about everything and they talk to me about everything. And, it's just important that you understand that life is short. And if there are changes in your life that you want to make, whether it's like, maybe it's like starting a business or, going to college in your 40s or something, or you want to leave your job and start a new one or whatever it is, guys, like you deserve to do that. You deserve to do that. Everybody has something that they struggle with. Never, ever, ever judge a book by their cover. Never, ever, ever assume that you know someone or what they're going through or what they have going on. Never, ever, ever, guys. Set an example for your kids that says, like, kindness is freaking everything. Okay? Kindness is everything. And you should always kill people with kindness, even if they're treating you terribly. Always. And please always remember, guys, that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that a lot of people out there struggle every single day, and that you are never, ever, ever in your life alone, ever. Okay. So I really just wanted to kind of like tell you guys that story and share that with you from my heart, because I feel like I haven't really shared anything from the heart in a while. And I felt like that was pretty important to do because I really miss making like inspiring videos and I miss all of that. But truth be told, guys, I am exhausted most days, mentally and physically, between having 4 kids and I have 4 dogs. I run my business. I really want to be more present on, my social media, but it's hard, and I really I'm getting back to that point where I'm not so mentally exhausted because I feel good. I have more energy. I have more stamina to do these things because I've lost this weight and my body is healthy. So I don't know, guys, I love you so much. And I am so grateful that I know that this is a new page for us. We did have 160,000 followers on our last page and it got removed. And that's okay because we're growing back bigger and better than ever. And I'm so excited about this new sort of community that we have, created here. Oh, Bridget's here. And I really am so grateful for every single one of you guys. I love you guys all from the bottom of my heart, and you guys mean so much to me, so much to me. And if you ever need a shoulder or, you know, an ear or anything, you can always message me. I'm always here for you guys, always. And you are so special to me. Every single one of you, even if we've never spoken a day in our lives, you guys are all so special to me, and I love you. And I really hope that you guys are having a beautiful and amazing day. And I will be back live again later with our new wigs and our new clothes and stuff like that. But for now, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being my ear for this afternoon. Okay, guys. So I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later.